if you're here and you want something to happen, attention. Attention will get you everything you want.
When Gary Vee is speaking, he knows how to grab people's attention and he engages the audience in such natural and almost effortless way. Today, we'll break down what makes him so captivating. Could it be the amount of cursing?
It's fucking free. Or whatever the fuck you do. Of course there's other shit.
That kind of language is definitely not what kept me hooked to him. But after watching a lot of videos of him speaking in public, on stages, in interviews, I found one very specific habit and many examples that you can model and apply in any situation, any conversation to be more interesting and captivating. Oh yeah, and if you think that the art of public speaking is only for the lucky ones out there, this is my favorite quote that he told me in a live interview with him.
There's no luck.
Absolutely.
Luck is a loser word.
Luck is a loser's word. I love that quote. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Rachel Smets, and on my channel you'll find videos to improve communication skills, and I love analyzing and watching these great speakers and personalities to learn from. The first example we can learn from Gary is to always make your talk about them. And here's exactly how he does that.
But what about you? Because I promise you, if you are not completely where you want to be, you're doing something wrong. What is it?
What about you? He's talking to you. The way he does that, he addresses you so it makes you listen. I love to use the letters WIIFT, what's in it for them.
Because you make content that is selfish. You make content for you to get followers. You make content for you to get likes. You make content for you to sell something to someone. You make content that is selfish.
He's saying, you make content that is selfish. Now, Gary Vee is very blunt. He's very direct. He curses a lot. But the fact of the matter remains that he's always talking to you. He's always using you. And even if we're experts in our fields and you know what you're good at and you want to talk about your perspective and your opinion, the one thing that I've learned in my first TEDx talk was to replace all of my I, me's, and my's with you and your. And doing that makes a world of difference because you talk to the audience and the audience listens. And that's what creates this captivating, engaging way of speaking. Gary Vee actually explains it himself when he's writing or making content.
Like, do you understand? Literally, every time I post, I look at it and I'm like, why would somebody look at this?
Why would someone look at this? Why would someone read my content or my post? So he's really explaining that he's always thinking about you. He's always thinking about who he's writing or making content for. And if you always keep that audience in mind when you write your talk, your presentation, or in a conversation, you address the other person, and that makes them listen to you, and it makes you more interesting.
Do you understand how sad of a life it is to spend your time at night laying in your bed, going around your feed, seeing someone's bright light, and you're in such a bad place that you want to say you suck or you're wrong or fuck you?
He's always giving examples about you.
I'm asking y'all, what are you doing? What do you want to do? For example, if you spend 1 minute of energy on envy and jealousy of someone who's winning in your space, you're losing.
All of these examples show that it's so captivating because you feel heard. So bottom line, if you can turn all of your talks and conversations and make it about them, people will listen to you. Another very, very simple and easy habit that Gary uses is using simple language. It's that simple.
There's a site called Google. You type in, how do I make a green screen video? Enter. They will tell you. For free.
He even spells it out for you.
I know some of you are taking notes. I'll spell out the website for you. G-O-O-G. Thank you for doing that. That made my fucking morning.
It's easy to understand. Okay, this is funny. He uses humor, but the bottom line is that it's simple to understand. You type in Google, GOO, etc. You know exactly what to do. It's simple, it's easy. Even a kid can understand this.
I know no matter how much I practice singing, I will only be so good. I will be better in a year if I practice singing every day than I would sing tonight, but I'll still be at a very low level. I can never be Beyonce.
Gary Vee is a successful entrepreneur, worldwide known, and he's using simple language, easy to understand, so that you know what he means, so that you can also relate to his examples. And that's really the key, to make people relate to your example, to make people understand you. I often say to my clients, like, use language that even a kid can understand. The clients I work with are experts in their fields, doctors, scientists, and tech experts, but using complex language doesn't make it easy to understand. And just to give you an example, take a look at this TED speaker.
This was going to be impossible just from structural MRI. And the reality is, if the new anti-amyloid antibody drugs...
Did you get any of that? TED Talks are watched worldwide, so even more important to keep it really simple. When I'm coaching TED speakers, there's only one rule: keep it simple. And that's why I'm simply going to ask you to hit that like and the subscribe. Here's another very funny, but again, very simple example that Gary Vee uses.
You can't sell anyone anything unless you have their attention. If you go into the bathroom right now in a stall by yourself and start trying to sell something, you're not going to sell anything. You're by yourself.
So yeah, when you're in the bathroom alone, you can't sell. It's funny, it's easy to understand, but he makes a point. Can you just comment below if all of this is making sense? The simple language, the relatability, the engagement, the captivating. I have a lot more examples for you, but just I really love to know your comment. The next habit that Gary uses a lot and that we can model easily is to share struggles, challenges, mistakes we've made. People love to know about your struggles, your challenges, because it makes you more relatable.
As far as failures, my man, I fail almost every day. When you're an entrepreneur, you're failing. I'm failing constantly. You're good at shit too. I suck at a lot of things. If the world was predicated on how good you are being handy around the house, I'd be a fucking loser.
Share struggles, mistakes, failures.
By the way, I was a fucking loser from 1st to 12th grade, going back to me being addicted with losing. The reason I'm good is because the world told me I was bad my whole life.
I suck at many things. He's sharing what he's been through. He's sharing the mistakes, the failures, what people told him. And that makes him so vulnerable as well. And as Brene Brown always says, vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's courage. It shows confidence. And also it makes you more likable, relatable, because life is not rosy. Life is challenging. Life is a roller coaster. And he just shares that so openly. And if you can share your journey and you can share your struggles, mistakes, failures, it makes you more human and relatable. And it really is something that makes your speech, your talk, your conversation more real, more authentic, more relatable, more engaging, more captivating. It really works, basically.
I mean, I could sit here for, tons of losses. I would say the first 12 years of my career were a loss. I worked 15 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week, built a business for someone else, and had to start VaynerMedia in a conference room at 34 years old of another company because I didn't have enough money to pay for rent. I just need you to know it's gonna be hard. And I just need you to know that that's good.
He's literally saying, it's going to be hard, and that's a good thing. I love that. I love that because even if it's hard, it's okay. You don't have to hide from mistakes or failures. He's been through and he's sharing that. Sometimes he uses analogies, sometimes he uses a personal story.
To the first day you ever go into the gym after not being in shape for 30 years, and you just get on a treadmill and you go super slow. My first workout 10 years ago, Mike Vacanti and I were joking about it the other day. I did 8 atrocious push-ups.
while he's saying all of this, he's still using this easy, simple language, like the workouts, the push-ups. Everyone understands that. And that's, again, a super, super great example of how he combines all of this easy, simple, captivating, engaging personal stories, mistakes, failures, struggles. The next habit that Gary uses so well and that really elevates attention and captivates is to have actions. Tell them what to do.
I promise you that if every person here leaves and does proper, because there's the right way to do push-ups versus the wrong way, does proper LinkedIn content 3 times a day, that they would see miraculous results for their business a year later. Post 3 times a day on LinkedIn, your business will grow.
He gives practical advice. Do this daily. You know exactly what to do.
Literally, when this podcast is over, step back, audit your entire life, from the people you spend time with, your family, your friends. Look at every person you follow. Are they triggering your insecurities for their own self-interest? Or are they trying to put love into it so that you go on and do your thing? Watch, look for it. Here's something right for everyone. Cut out 1 hour of negativity, add 1 hour of positivity.
He makes it simple. He makes it funny, but there's always an action. There's always a message. Go and try it out.
But the way you're gonna find what you should do in life is you gotta go try it. Watch this, kid. How many people here do not like oysters? Raise your hand. It's okay. Just raise it high. Raise it higher, please, for the little guy. Okay, of those people, keep your hands up, do not like oysters. Don't lie. How many have never had one? That's life, brother. That is the thing I'm most interested in, what I just showed you in real life. A lot of people make decisions without ever trying.
Please comment below what example stood out for you. What is something that you can start applying, that you can model from Gary Vee, and that you can use in a conversation or a talk or a presentation. And just know that, captivating, engaging the audience, it's really, really important. However, if you can add a touch of charisma to that mix, to that cocktail, then you really have people remember you. And how you do that? Watch this next video. I'll see you there.